What up, Facebook? JayZ, Nas, Biggie. All three of the brothers in the news today. Tune into the show. We'll get started in about 10 minutes. You can fast forward. Start. Virtual camera out. Start. Virtual camera out. Boom, there's that. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, mic check. Alright, cool. So we back at it like a crack addict with a bad habit. No, 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 no. Okay. JayZ sells Tidal. Nas's comments. JayZ sells Tidal. Nas's comments. Biggies movie. Biggs. I put Biggs movie. Biggs. En. Let me see. JayZ sells Tidal. Nas comments. En. There we go. There we go. That's that. So boom, boom, start. Okay, boom, we're live. Alright, there we go. Back right in time. That's what's up. Got some junks. Got some goodies and junks. Sweet tooth. What up, what up, what up, what up? The brothers is here. That's what's up. The sister too. Yo, Nasir Jones. What's up, fam? What's up, Hendrix? What's up, Dub? Thank you for that, the one and only T. Thank you. Happy birthday to my son. Happy birthday, Amir. Lids.com, brother. I made it right in time. I'm going to run to the liquor store, come right back. Perfect. Praise Allah. All right. Yo, shout out to everybody that's in the Discord. Shout out to everybody that's in the Discord. I woke up today and Mr. 305 shared the idea or the news that JayZ did finally sell to Tidal. Now, if you're a fan of the show, we did a whole show when that became speculative. Before it was actual news, we speculated and we broke that whole thing down. So if you want to watch that show, that'll be a really good show to watch. We sure did, right? It's facts. Now it's actually, now it's news. God's honest truth, man. It's probably been news for like a couple weeks now. But they just released it for whatever reason. Okay. I've been having a troll, a prankster. And so if I notice that's happening a little more and more, I'm going to tuck the number, guys. So make sure that you, like, for everybody that's like on the force or whatever, make sure y'all write that number down. I might have to, you know what I mean? All right. Let's get to my notes. Let's get this thing started. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Hendrix, I appreciate it, man. I'll be seeing you, brother. Something I feel like I wanted to do. Get my articles up. All right. So before we get started, hey babe, can you do me a favor? When I was setting up for the show, I knew from early in the day I was gonna talk about JayZ. I knew that was a fact, right? And what's interesting, while I was researching the JayZ stuff, I ended up finding information about Nas. So ironically, Nas ended up in the same news cycle with JayZ. I thought that was like, yo, they must have some sort of similar astrological, arrangement, because them brothers, they find a way to always be in each other's lives, man. But I also saw that Biggie has a new documentary or movie about to come out. And I didn't have enough time to get the article and the information on that. So, babe, if you could find that, yeah, send that over to me. Send that over to me. You know what I mean? Because usually what I notice is I usually don't get to my third. I usually do the first two topics, maybe the third, usually the fourth. It's already out? Okay. Did y'all see it? Y'all see the Biggie documentary? What was it about? Y'all too? All right. Shout out to Keys Gotti. Shout out to Jaydan. Shout out to Steph. Shout out to Nolo. I haven't seen Nolo before. Shout out to you, Nolo. Shout out to Jav OK. Shout out to Real Lady. Shout out to Ed. Shout out to R100. It's on your mind. You're new here, but welcome home, brother. Welcome home. This is your new favorite show, man. This is where we get it in. You know what I'm saying? We have great conversations on a nightly basis, man. I don't expect you to come every night. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you got a life. But I'm here every night. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you feel like you want to get some good news, I'll be here, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, they focus more on his youth and his background in music, say Jaydan 84. Interesting. All right. Boss man, what up? Who is this dude JayZ sold Tidal to? Just some guy that named Jack Dorsey. Some guy who just so happens to own Twitter and Cash App and Square. You know what I mean? Some clout chaser. Somebody trying to get in the game. Shout out to Ant. Shout out to Ray. Shout out to Lasha. There's a lot of new people, man. I love when it's new people. I mean, hey, I love the force. I love y'all brothers. I love y'all. But it feels sure good to see new people in here. He owns the Twitter. He owns the Twitter. Not the Google machine, but the Twitter. All right. What's up? What's up? I seen somebody just walked in here. I don't want to put them on blast, but shout out to you for coming in here. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming up in here and effing with your boy. You dig? Shout out to Linnell. I see you. And the sisters. Is that my mother-in-law or is that Derry that I see creeping over there? Do you know Tidal's net worth? That's a great question. Well, we have our financial correspondent, Miss 305. She is on the case. She's our financial guru. Nah, but real shit, we'll find out though. On the network for Tidal, my wife will find out for sure. She be on that shit. All right, let's see. Hold on, man. This is mad loud. Wait, can y'all hear that? Can you hear that? Damn, I guess they're having a recording session over there, man. So I hope that it doesn't bleed over here, man. Engineer ears, you can hear it. It almost sounds like they're having sexual intercourse or something. All right. All right. So let's get to it, y'all. Y'all been here long enough. Let's get to it. All right. All right. First things first, man. We gotta give credit where credit is due, man. When I came up, man, I remember in like 90. What was it? It was the year 95. It was like 95 or something. It was a bunch of me and Aaron, a bunch of, you know what I mean. I was in high school, and Nas album came out, and then a new album came out with JayZ came out, and it was Reasonable Doubt, and I think a Pac album came out around that time. I think Biggie too. I think Biggie too. But any which way, it came a point where I was like, I had a choice to make, man. Am I gonna buy the JayZ or am I gonna buy the Nas? And I was a big Nas fan, and I had to give JayZ a roll. And I just remember thinking like, yo, Nas, you know, he's a better lyricist, but at that time I thought JayZ like made better music or whatever. And then as time went on, you know what I'm saying, Nas, you know what I mean, when they battled each other, when Nas battled JayZ, that was probably one of the most epic rap battles in all of hip-hop history. Because remember when Pac dissed him, that was real street shit. It was real like, you know what I mean? SMD, you BAN, you know what I mean? I effed your wife, and you know what I'm saying? Not in those words, you know what I mean? It was real like, I'm gonna pull my gun out and shoot you, you know what I mean? But the JayZ, that JayZ Nas, that was lyrical. That was a war, man. That was a war. And so a lot of times they've been compared to each other. You know what I'm saying? Who is the better rapper? Who won the battle? Who won the war? So I ask you this right now: between that JayZ and Nas, who won that? Who won that battle, man? Like, if you can go back, I know some of y'all are young, but if you can go back, who won that? Ed said Nas. Bville said Nas. Hendrix said Nas. So somebody just walked in here. I asked, who won the battle between JayZ and Nas? Who won that battle? Everybody say Nas with Ether, huh? With Ether. Ether was Nas. Why? JayZ, because Nas caved and signed with JayZ in the end. See now, boss man, I was gonna get to that. See, to me, that's the battle. Okay? See, now I asked a specific question. I said, who won the battle? Right? Now, who won the war? Who won the war, though? You dig? Who won the war? I think Jigga won the war. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, like, look, like, you signed to me. Like, all right, let me be more specific. Nas signed to JayZ. Like, that's the ultimate sign of submission, right? Like I'm your boss. You know what I mean? But Ether was flames, man. But anyway, that was great, man. It's good to see them brothers, you know what I mean, doing business. Because if y'all don't know, we all give all credit to JayZ and his immaculate business game, right? But do y'all know Nas's financial game? Do y'all know Nas's financial game? Matter of fact, the article that I'm pulling tonight, I had to pay for that motherfucker. I had to pay for it. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I figure, like, okay, man, like, I can get tax write-offs, whatever. Like, I'm literally investing in my business, right? So I'm like, to find a new Nas article, I didn't go to allhiphop.com. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I did it is because you got to pay for this article. This article didn't come from, you know what I mean? Academic site or everyday struggle or complex. It did not. Tidal value 450 million. Shares sold 300 million. The Nas interview that I read, that I gathered information from, that I'll be reading to you tonight, came from the Financial Times. Yo. I want y'all to hear this, right? Did y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that? I straight brought the mic over there. Damn. Anyway. Yeah, it was crazy because I thought I heard JayZ. I actually thought I heard JayZ, man. I was like, yo. Yeah, that shit was trash. Anyway, so the article that I read tonight, basura. The article I read tonight came from the Financial Times. Like, yo, Nas is like okay. Like, Nas went from the projects, right, to being on the Financial Times. Like that's, to me, that's wild, man. Like, oh, my new article, Wall Street Journal. Like, that's a bar. That's a bar, man. No disrespect to the Source or Double XL and nothing like that. But for you to have a breakout exclusive article in the Financial Times, Lord have mercy, man. Great business. All right, so let's do JayZ first, man. Pause. All right, we got Jigga here. Let's see. All right, this is from the Wall Street Journal, man. Yeah, JayZ is the man, dude. You got to start with Jigga. You got to start with Jigga. Oh man, I got to sign in. I already signed in. All right. Yeah, I already signed in. It's a short article. All right. Tidal doesn't change Square's blueprint. I don't know. Wait, maybe I shouldn't read that one first. You know, let me read another one first. Now I'm gonna read that one second. All right. All right, here we go. Square, the mobile payments company co-founded by Twitter's Jack Dorsey, is acquiring a majority stake in JayZ's Tidal. According to a press release, Square has entered into a definitive agreement in which the company will pay a mix of cash and stock of the $297 million for a significant majority ownership stake. Existing artist shareholders, notably, will remain the remaining stakeholders. Oh my God. So the people that he did a deal with, essentially, like the people whose music he has, like the estate of Prince, they're going to get stakes in the ownership. Let me read that again. According to a press release, Square has entered a definitive agreement in which the company will pay a mix of cash and stocks for the $300 million for a significant majority ownership stake. Existing artist shareholders, notably, will be the remaining stakeholders. Wow, man, yo, man, shout out to JayZ, man. The Tidal company will operate independently within the Square framework, alongside Seller and Cash App. Oh, the latter of which has been the go-to platform for artists aiming to give money away to fans. Wow. So think about this for a second. So artists, rappers out there, Tidal is going to be connected with Cash App. Cash App is already connected to the stock market and Bitcoin, right? So there's a direct link between your tweets, right? Between your tweets, your music, and your money. All that's being done by one company. Like, just think about the ramifications that is, right? So, like, there might be certain deals or certain situations where, like, you know what I mean? With the album, you might get stocks of this and that. Maybe not that, or maybe. Or, you know what I'm saying? You could automatically, like, you could buy the album with Cash App. There's all kind of things that they can do. It's all kind of things that they can do, man. That's all kind of things, man. So this is a great deal, man. For one, because he still owns it, right? He just doesn't have majority, right? He still owns it. So this tweet comes from Jack. I don't know if this is Jack Dorsey, but I'm assuming it is. It goes, Square is acquiring a majority ownership. Here, let me put the tweet up there so y'all can see it. Remind me later. Don't y'all hate when you get pop-ups? Don't piss Twitter off anymore. Why you say that, beloved? All right, here we go. Yo, shout out to King Fully, man. King Fully, he got a caffeine deal, man. He got his plat in the mail and everything. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Fully Gang, man. So this is the tweet that I'm reading right here. Shout out to G Money Jones, man. Shout out to Big Hurt for real. Because they, as an artist, can really message your money now. And Alphabet is a majority shareholder, and Alphabet owns Google. All right. Square is acquiring a majority. I feel like I'm going to drop this beer, man. Square is acquiring a majority ownership and stake in Tidal through a new joint venture, with the original artist becoming the second largest group of shareholders, and JayZ joining the Square board. Wow. Why would a music streaming company and a financial services company join forces? That's exactly what I was alluding to. Wow. I'm going to read that one again, man. Square is acquiring a majority ownership. Square, a majority ownership in Tidal. Okay, so JayZ's still going to own it, and the artists are still going to own it, just not the majority of it. Through a new joint venture, with the original artists like Rihanna and Kanye and, you know what I mean, Mac Miller and, you know what I mean, stuff like that, becoming the second largest group of shareholders. Oh, wow. So they're going to be on the board. Oh, man, I think so. You know, I'm not the biggest financial guy, so I don't know. Oh, I need to bring my guy Ed. Hey, babe, can you text Ed, tell him about the show, and tell him, you know what I'm saying, if he can come on and answer some questions? You're my booking agent, babe. If you could do that for me, please. All right. Why would a music streaming company and a financial services company join forces? Oh, wait, hold on. It said becoming the second largest group of shareholders and JayZ joining the Square board. Now, I remember the night that we went over this. Oh, okay. Remember when we did a show on this about, what was that, maybe like a month ago? I was speaking as if I was JayZ, and I was like, yeah, man. I said something like, yeah, man, you know, over there trying to sign JayZ, man. I'm JayZ, nigga. I'll sign you, Twitter. I'll sign you, man. Let me get on the board. Da 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 da. Nigga, I'll give away Twitter if I can fuck with you. I can be on your board, and that's exactly what happened. That's what happened. You know what I mean? JayZ, yo, man, look, man. He went from buying Tidal, I believe, for like, I think Mr. 05 called in and said it, that he bought it. I think he bought it for like 20 million, I think she said. Maybe it wasn't her, but I thought it was. So he bought it for like 20 mil or whatever he bought it for. Not only did he sell it, but he used it as leverage to move into ownership for a financial institution such as Square. That's how you move your leverage, man. That's how you do it, man. You buy a condo, you know what I mean? You buy a condo, you sell the condo to get a piece of a house, and you own a house, and then use the house to get a multi-unit property, and you move up in the game, you dig? You move up in the game, man. Shout out to JayZ, man. Absolute boss moves, man. He's Black history in the making. Nolo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Beloved. Uh-oh, my numbers is falling. Let me see. Am I still online? Hate when this happens. Okay, there we are. All right, cool. I'm gonna tuck the number just because it's all the force right now. Oh, the number's not up. All right, boom. So that's all right now. As a part of the deal, Tidal board member and shareholder JayZ will join Square's board of directors. The transaction itself, meanwhile, is slated to be closed in the second quarter of 2021. In a statement, which was also shared via a series of tweets early Thursday morning, JayZ said the deal marked the latest example of Tidal being more than a streaming service. I said from the beginning, this is JayZ speaking, quote, I said from the beginning that Tidal was about more than just streaming music. And 6 years later, it remained a platform that supported artists at every point in their careers, he said. Artists deserve better tools to assist them in their creative journey. Jack and I had many discussions about Tidal's endless possibilities that have made me even more inspired about its future. This shared vision makes it even more excited to join the Square board. This partnership will be a game changer for many. I look forward to all the new chapters in my life that it has to offer. Okay, now, something that just the spirit hit me that I wanted to say is, one of the lessons to learn here is when you're in business, or when we are in business, and there's things that, you know what I mean, that we've built or things like that, even relationships, you can't be afraid to let them go. You can't be afraid to let them go, right? Maybe you have a business. Maybe you have a barbering business or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you was cracking at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, your numbers was through the roof. Maybe now it's not doing so well, right? Like, you can't just be egotistical and prideful and say, man, you know what? I don't give a fuck no matter what happens. I'm gonna dig in, because you might have to be able to leverage. You dig what I'm saying? You might be able to have to make a move and not be stuck on it, right? Because JayZ, he put a lot into Tidal. But regardless of what it was, he was looking at the finances. He was looking at the finances, and he was like, man, this shit, I'm taking a haircut. Like, boom, leverage. And he made a good leverage move. Don't wait until it falls all the way off, right? Because a lot of times, man, we got our businesses or whatever. We got our businesses or whatever, things that we built, even relationships, right, with people. And you look at the relationship now, and it's not producing no dividends. You dig? It's not helping, it's not supporting, it's costing a lot, whether it's financial, spiritual, or whatever, right? And we get into an emotional standpoint and be like, ah, man, well, I loved it and I put so much time into it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Especially sisters, they be like, I don't want to start over, but like sometimes you might have to. You know what I'm saying? So remember that, man. Like JayZ, man, like that's the lesson I just learned, man. You might have to pivot. You might have to pivot. Y'all understand what I'm talking about? Has there been any situations that y'all know, maybe y'all parents, you and your business, maybe something you did where you had to pivot yourself? Like as much as you loved it, what was it? There was like an ethos in I believe the movie Casino, and it says something like, "You only if you love it, you're willing to walk away from it," or something. There's some sort of like ethos that was just like, if you love it, you can walk away from it or something. Like you have to love it enough to drop it or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, damn, man, this picture goes away so damn fast. Hold on, let me do it right here. All right, let me read this article. Shout out to Big Bo. Shout out to Jay Will. Shout out to BK White. BK White, were you here yesterday? Were you here yesterday? I think you were. I think you were. Okay? All right, man. I'm going to follow you then, bro. You're officially on the force, man. Welcome home, brother. All right. So this is JayZ's tweet. I said from the beginning, Tidal was about more than just... All right, now. Dorsey, meanwhile. Now, this is Dorsey. Dorsey is the guy that owns Twitter. The European. Matter of fact, let me show you. This is beloved right here. This is JayZ and... Oh, my fault. This is JayZ and Dorsey, chopping it up. Okay? Sipping on a wine somewhere in California, I would imagine. Let me put myself right in the middle. Shout out to them, man. So Circle 7, man, we're going to be in the middle of it. We're going to be like, all right, listen here, JayZ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all good? I need, just give me 20 mil. I'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? I'll be straight. Give me a deal on Tidal. I'll do my little thing. Twitter, y'all straight. You know what I mean? You know? Oh, yeah, let me read this article. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, that's what's up, man. Y'all leaving that? That's cool, man. All right. Dorsey, meanwhile, said the deal will give artists new ways of supporting their work. Yo, man, I'll be honest with you. I just said that, right? Dorsey, meanwhile, said the deal will give artists new ways of supporting their work. I'm telling you, man. Especially, you can start, because if I'm not mistaken, you can start doing like tax. You start doing your taxes on Cash App and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get your government refund already. Like, who knows, man? Who knows what's about to be tied in? New ideas are found at intersections. And we believe there's a compelling one between music and the economy. He said on Thursday, he said, I knew Tidal was something special as soon as I experienced it. And it will continue to be the best home for music, musicians, and culture. Well, that's not, so far, is it the best home? Is it the best home? I'm not sure if that is absolutely true, actually. I mean, now that you own it, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta put your political spin on it. But I think it's new. He called in when we did this last time. He went over the numbers of who actually pays. And I think it's new. Are you there? Nah, he's not there. Oh, yeah, he is. He said something like, yo, what did you say, beloved? Where it was like Amazon pays the most or something you said. We had some charts. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find that shit. That was such a long time ago, man. That shit was before the insurrection. Alright, let me see. That was before Christopher. Here it is right here. Here it is right here. But this is just JayZ's breakdown. Okay, this one's going to be hard to get to. Okay, yeah. This is what It's New sent me. He said, we debated on Tidal was paying the most and Spotify having more users. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the breakdown. And it looks like Amazon pays the most. But Tidal is right up there, though. Tidal is right up there in terms of, so him saying that it is, yeah, yo.
A lot of people just came on. That's my bad. You know what I'm saying? I should be on at 7, and I was on at 7. And you know what I mean? Y'all like, man, that nigga don't come on till like 7:30. You know what I mean? So I get it. That's what y'all. A lot of people just came in here just now. So that's my bad. I'm supposed to be on here at 7. So you know what I'm saying? I was on time today. Okay. Like I wish y'all could see the numbers. It's like hell of people just came on right at 7:30. Ah. Yo, man, who cares about that Tidal high def shit, man? That's yo, man, right? I feel you, Bville. Oh, it's fire. It's fire. Ah, yo, to me, that's just a marketing thing, man. When's the last time you were like, yo, I like YouTube, but the quality of the music isn't high def enough for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the last time you was like, yo, man, I like Apple Music, but I wish it could be more high fidelity. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is fine, man. This shit, as long as that shit bang, you know what I mean? As long as the low end hit, you know what I mean? As long as I can hear the mid range, you dig? So, I think that's just a marketing thing. It's the same thing with oh damn, I hate when that happens. Damn, now I can't read the article, man. Man, the Google app sucks, man. Man, it doesn't like you can't go back to it. Anyway, I mean, all right, I'm almost finished. JayZ commemorated the occasion with a March 4th playlist on Tidal, including some suitable motivational tracks like Can't Tell Me Nothing, Started From the Bottom, Solange's Fubu, Meek Mill's Hov and Ross What's Free, Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, and Grinding on My Life, which you can listen to on Tidal below. So he made a playlist just for this. Wait, March 4th. Okay, I remember JayZ had some dates. What was there was 22 twos, then he did 444, but today is 3-4, huh? Today's 3-4. And then anyway, I'm sorry. So yeah, that's JayZ. Oh, the last month, LVMH, that's his champagne, right? Moet Hennessy announced a partnership with JayZ through the 50% acquisition of Armadale brand. At the top of the month, JayZ's cannabis brand Monogram launched a national drug policy awareness campaign. So JayZ is moving. JayZ's moving, you dig? Ryan, I've been here since 7, you dig? I was on time, beloved. All right, so that's that, man. We're talking about JayZ. We're talking about him owning or selling to becoming a part of Tidal. Excuse me, selling Tidal to be a part of Square. Square. Okay, so Square they have Cash App. They're gonna have Tidal, and they're gonna have something else. So those are all gonna be under it, and that the artists are gonna be on the board. And so to me, that's really, 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 really big news, man. And so there was 2 more things, and I opened up for the phone calls. I wanted to read this article here about JayZ's blueprint here, and then Mr. 05 sent me I think something breakdown about JayZ's net worth. So you know what I mean. So let me read this one here. I'll do it quick and I'll open it up so you guys can call in. You know what I mean. If there's something you guys would like to say. Tidal doesn't change Square's blueprint. Now this is from the Wall Street Journal. So I wanted to get an independent, you know what I'm saying, synopsis, especially from like, you know what I mean, a financial European. To see what he got to say with this. You know what I mean? Because obviously we're filled with emotion and stuff. We don't know the actual numbers like, you know what I mean, these guys do. All right. Square has made some splashy moves this week, buying JayZ back Tidal and launching a bank. Whoa. What? Bring that back. Selecta. Launching a bank? Wait, what? Square has made some splashy moves this week, buying JayZ's Tidal and launching a bank? Yo, man. Square closes up nearly 5%. Oh, hey, babe. Let's put money in Square. Here it is on CNN. Yo, man, the news just keeps rolling, man. The news just keeps rolling. Watch out, PayPal. Square launches its own bank. You know what? I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that. You know what I mean? I don't want to go down the rabbit hole quite yet. All right, I'll do that after you guys need to call in at some point, man. Hold on, so I'll just save that. I'm going to save it to my Google Keep. Somebody remind me. That's on my Google Keep. All right. Tidal doesn't change Square's blueprint. Square, down 6%. Okay, so let's buy. Buy. Has a way of capturing the zeitgeist, but investors should stay rooted to the numbers. This week, Square officially began operating its Utah Industrial Bank. Oh, okay, hold on. This week, Square officially began operating its Utah Industrial Bank. Then it said it struck a deal for JayZ. All right. JayZ will join Square's board of directors. Both moves tap into what still gets investors excited about a company already trading at over 170 times forward earnings. Oh, that's not good, huh? Its potential to compete head-on with big banks for young customers as a better, more accessible, and hipper alternative. Cash App has already a rap music following. Wow. And related apparel line. Wait, what? There's Cash App clothes. Yo, Cash App is big in our culture. Cash App is big. Oh, shoot the Cash App, nigga. Cash App, nigga. Like, oh, about the Cash App. Like, yo, it really, like, yo, Cash App struck a nerve in our community. You know what I mean? Like, it really struck a nerve. Like, for some, like, it's just big. Like, Cash App, nigga, Like, PayPal was out there, right? PayPal been out there. You know what I mean? The whole idea, there's all kind of like cash things. You know what I mean? There's I might drop the Cash App. Has there been a song called "Drop the Cash App"? There got to be a song called Cash App. You know what I mean? What did he say? What did the biggest song last year? Talking about the head so good he had the Cash Apper. What did he say? That Roddy Ricch. That got a Cash App. Well, what he say? what that guy say? What he? Let me see. That good got a Cash App. Yeah, she so got a Cash App. Okay, there we go. No, say slash. Never sell my soul, and I can back that. I really wanna know where you at, Watt. Yeah, she so got a Cash App. I don't know what made me think about that. Both moves tap into what still get investors excited about a company. All right. But another thing uniting these moves is that they won't move the needle on Square's near-term results. Based on current information, Square does not expect Tidal's financial results to have a material impact on Square's consolidation revenue or gross profit in 2021. Maybe because it's not making that much money, man. As for the bank, we do not expect the bank to have a material impact on Square's balance sheet. The new bank's primary purpose is for business lending. Okay. This isn't the green light for a neobank of an investor dreams. Okay, this is getting kind of geeky. Likewise, a part of Square's CEO Jack Dorsey's explanation of the Tidal deal was to do for music creators what the company does for shop owners, which is to offer them a better tools to run their businesses and get paid. Oh, wow. See, y'all wasn't going to hear no other information from no other platforms, man. Yo, check that out. That's the. I used to be a rapper. I got it though. But I got it. Likewise, a part of Square's Jack Dorsey explanation of the Tidal deal, which I'll probably read, was to do for music creators what the company does for shop owners. What does that mean? What does that mean to y'all? Somebody, if you want to call in, if you understand what that means, I want to break that down for a second. What does that mean? All right. It says likewise, part of Square's CEO Jack Dorsey's explanation of the Tidal deal. Okay, so what they're saying is he's saying, okay, let me just read it. Likewise, part of Square chief executive Jack Dorsey's explanation for the Tidal deal was to do for music creators what Cash App does for shop owners, which is to offer them better tools to run their businesses and get paid. He mentioned things like simple integration for merch sales, modern collaboration tools, and new complementary revenue streams. Now, I wonder what that has to do with music, right? So, simple integrations. So maybe like Cash App widgets, like on like your Twitter, and like you can easily buy the album or something. Simple integration for merch sales. Also, you can maybe have you can have like a you know what I mean, like a essentially like a online store and the money for album, studio, and bookings. So this is like geeky. This is not really for the fans. This is for like the music industry per se, huh? You know what I mean? Put your music on Tidal like SoundCloud. But you can already be on Tidal right now. Easy though. I think I'm on Tidal right now. Anyway, Square should get credit for remaining focused on sellers and not just flashy Cash App digital wallet. The seller side of Square may get less investor attention these days, but is poised for a more surprising upside as the economy recovers. All right, so let's go to JayZ's finances. It says billionaire JayZ. This is from Forbes. Ah, sister, I don't have Forbes. I think I got to pay for this shit. Let's see. I get 2 free articles coming. It's wild how you got to pay for the news, man. That's how you know it's not fake news. This shit, you got to pay for this shit. It's a fly suit, man. It's a fly motherfucking suit, man. Billionaire. Let me check. I forgot to check the other sites. Facebook. Okay, so I got people on Facebook. Shout out to people on Facebook. And let me see YouTube. I forgot to check you guys. My bad. All right, cool. All right, back to caffeine. Billionaire JayZ's net worth jumps over 40%. Whoa, man. Wow. Billionaires, JayZ's net worth. So he's already a billionaire. But his net worth jumped 40% with the sale of Tidal and the champagne brand. Man, the rich get richer, man. Yo, I'm trying to get to that bread, man. I want some of that bread. I'm not going to lie to you, man. This spiritual shit is cool. I mean, this shit is cool, but I'm trying to get some of this bread, man. Damn, man. JayZ attends a 2020 Rock Nation brunch. Over the past 2 weeks, the rapper struck deals to sell his boutique music streaming service and half of his champagne brand, adding an enormous pile of cash to his already massive fortune. Hip-hop from the beginning has always been aspirational, JayZ said in 2010, when Forbes got a ring-sided to a rapper's when he met in Omaha with billionaire investor Warren Buffett. Damn, that's a bar. That's a bar. He met with William Buffett. So that's a bar and a half. Damn, that's a bar. Shout out to JayZ, man. He inked a deal to sell majority stake in the music streaming company Tidal to Jack Dorsey's mobile payment company Square for $300 million. The transaction valued the company at $450 million, $150 million more than Forbes' 2019 estimate. Just a year ago, Forbes was like, nah, man, this is your value. JayZ was like, I bet you I can get it for $150 million more, nigga. Yo, man, JayZ's not for play, man. He's not for play. Forbes figures he netted about $150 million in cash in stocks and got a board seat after buying back 33% of titles from T-Mobile earlier this week. Yo, JayZ's doing business with T-Mobile and Twitter and Cash App. And yo, man. Yo, man. Y'all still worried about his bars? Sheesh. Tidal's artist shareholders will continue to have a stake in the company. JayZ will own a small percentage as well. This comes a week after he sold half of Armadale in a deal that valued the liquor company at $640 million. The two deals helped lift the fortune of hip-hop's first billionaire to 1.4 from 1 billion, excuse me. It's just the start. His diverse and growing business includes a remaining 50% stake and then in Armadale, as well as Duce, and less sexy startups like insurance company Ethos and a salad chain called Sweet Green. Sweet Green. JayZ owns Sweet Green as well. That's it right there. Sweet Green, a salad chain. He also owns a chunk of his own music, shares multiple million-dollar mansions with his wife Beyonce, and a growing art collection. In 2005, he laid down the now prophetic lyric, "I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man." That was a great bar. Great bar. Here's how it breaks down. Cash and investments, $425 million. Armadale, $320 million. Rock Nation, $140 million. JayZ's joint venture with Live Nation was founded in 2018 and is a full-service entertainment company. Some of the biggest names in the biz, from Alicia Keys to Kyrie Irving. This company is responsible for Super Bowl halftime show, Made in America Music Festival. While the pandemic has slowed the company's live touring businesses, it was growing steadily prior to COVID-19. Duce, $120 million. Music catalog, $95 million. Yo, as much music as JayZ has done, he's made 33% more just in Duce alone. So y'all want to be rappers, right? Or just like the people out there want to be rappers. Well, you could be a rapper. So the odds are is you're not going to be as successful as JayZ. All right? You know what I mean? That's the odds. Odds are you're not going to be that successful. Even if you are, you could have made $40 million more just by opening up a liquor company. Duce alone is $120 million. JayZ's music catalog is $95 million. So you can come out with all the hits and work your ass off and do all of that, and your music catalog still wouldn't be able to add up just to Duce. His art collection alone, we could buy art and be as successful as JayZ in music, just off of art. Real estate, 50 million. Oh, somebody just followed. I just missed who that was. Shout out to you. JayZ and Beyonce picked up 2 homes in 2017 after giving birth. Real estate, get a bar. You know what I mean? Get a bar. So that's what it is, man. So, phone lines is open. Somebody call in. Let's talk jiggers, talk business. Let's talk money. You know what I mean? Boss talk. I'm not a businessman. I'm a business man. We'll put that up there. Fly ass suit. May that be inspiration, man. May your pain be champagne. May your pain be champagne. And he went naughty dread, man. Who'd have thunk JayZ would be naughty dread, man? Like real naughty dread. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went Rasta on us, man. Helps his wife has helped his wife have 600 million. Exactly. That's, you know what I mean? Yo, Ryan, I was saying that though, like, they said that Kanye, like, oh, he was on a billionaires, he was a billionaire, da-da-da-da-da. Forbes said he was a billionaire, and I was trying to tell people, I was like, yo, what y'all think Kanye did to get to that money? They was like, oh, Yeezys, all this, all that. I was like, nigga, Kim Kardashian, okay? You know what I'm saying? Marriage is a business. You dig? Teamwork makes the dream work. I don't think Kanye picked a good partner, but that's my opinion. You know what I mean? I think JayZ did though. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, bro, call right back. Yo, man, call right back. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media, man. What is your name and where you at?
Yo, what up? It's Ryan Lou from LA.
What's up, RL? What's up, man?
What's good? Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, Jay, he's been doing it right. Like, you was bringing up Kanye, maybe other figures, but Jay, he's been playing the game, like, the way it's supposed to go since the beginning, too.
What you mean?
I mean, like, opposed to somebody like, say, Kanye, who seems to be, like, he'll sell out. Like, there's no limit to what he'll do to get attention, money, power, probably.
Yo, I hear an echo. Wait, mic check. Hello?
Yeah. You hear me?
Okay, all right, cool. Never mind. Go ahead.
I turned it down.
All right.
But yeah, like Jay seems like he'll, he stays in his lane.
Yeah.
He stays in character.
Yeah.
And I respect that because, I mean, we got a lot of other cats, like figures that might have made it, black, or like you say, so-called black men that have made it, but it's all about how you're doing it, and I don't feel like we have too many, Jay's a great example of the way he's doing it. We need more like that.
And you know what's interesting is it lets you know, like, the drug game. Everybody like, oh, you look down on the drug dealer. But look, man, JayZ sold drugs, right? Like, that's what he said he did when he came up. That's how he learned business. Like it or not, drugs is a business. It's a business, man. Like, he knew not to use them, right? He knew how to sell it, market it, whatever he did. He sold drugs. He was probably a successful drug dealer because he's successful in the music business. He's successful in the real estate business. He's successful. He's still selling drugs. He's selling alcohol. And now he's selling marijuana. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, did he go to University of Penn? Did he go to the top business schools?
Nope.
No. Is he one of the best businessmen in America? Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and that's like, to me, I give that way more respect than maybe somebody who just has the degree, because you got to be like that Nip verse. I got these sharks at the table afraid to bait me. You know what I mean? You got to run a street business. You got to have something else about you as well, not just the intelligence up here in the brain. You know what I mean? You got to have. He's got a whole other side to his grind that probably these nerds in these office buildings don't got.
That's right. That's right. JayZ said, "I'll show you how to move in a room full of vultures."
Ugh. But yeah. I just wanted to, speak on that and give props to JayZ and this topic. But yeah, Kanye, people like that, I can't respect them because you never know what they're gonna do for the bag, and also where are they leading you? You know what I mean?
What you mean? What you mean?
Well,
that's a good point.
Like, look who you wifing. Like,
that's right.
Is this who you chose to be your Beyonce?
Yo! I swear to God, dude, I mean? My wife says that shit all the time. She's just like, yo, I'm off. She's like, cause all she knows is like JayZ, Kanye. She puts them together. You know what I mean? She's like, how in the hell did he pick Kim Kardashian? Her whole thing was like, she kept saying, dude, like she was like, man, I bet you that, because sisters they always think about the the relationships of the stars and stuff. My wife was always just like, I bet you like Kim Kardashian's not even wanted. I bet you Beyonce don't even fuck with her. Like the whole time, like you know what I mean? Who like you pick somebody like you said, man, like I can't really not. Well, first of all, they're divorcing, right? If I'm not mistaken, Kim Kardashian and Kanye are divorcing each other, right? Yeah, she's gonna throw you away, man. You know what I mean? She's gonna throw you away. So yeah. So what you're saying is part about being a good businessman is what? Picking a right wife, huh?
Picking the right wife, staying in your lane, staying in character. Because also it goes into trust with the community. Trust. We don't want to feel like you're selling us out. Like
that's
we
right.
we buying these things, and then later when you get the bag, you're gonna abandon us.
That's right.
But because if you make it over the wall, you got to throw the rope back for your people too.
Speaking of that, how you feel about JayZ? Remember, JayZ started. Thank you for the follow, aka Slim. How you feel about when JayZ started fucking with the NFL? A lot of black Twitter kind of got, you know what I mean? They kind of like they were off JayZ. You remember that situation?
Right. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, we don't know what's going on in those boardrooms. We see how he moves. He's a strategic dude, so we got to kind of lend him some. I give him some credit. Like I don't know. We don't know what's going on in those boardrooms, and we don't know what's going on within his own camp. Yeah. Because he's playing chess.
That's right, brother. Yo, so, man.
Yeah.
Because how I feel about it is, look, man. All I know is JayZ has equity with me. Okay? With me, he has equity. JayZ has done so much for the behalf of our people, our culture, black men. He's done so much for us that just because he has a deal that we don't know what it is, like you say, we don't know the terms and conditions of the deal. We don't know that. From our limited, I give JayZ the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm trying to say. His album was Reasonable Doubt. I give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay? Like JayZ, he has the right to sit down with the NFL because guess what? All the Twitter people was mad. All the black Twitter was mad about JayZ in the NFL. But guess what? It looked like, it's been like 3 years later. He ain't really sell us out. He ain't sell us out.
Let's look at it this way. People in the NFL, they keep begging for a place, ownership, GM positions, executive positions, but these white folks ain't gonna come off their square. They have no reason to. Goodell and these owners, they have no motivation to move. So the only way we're gonna move them is if we gotta we gotta make a move they don't see coming. It's got to be a chess move. So
somebody asked, what has JayZ done? And first of all, I don't want you guys to pile on the brother because he asked a good question. Somebody asked, what has he done? What has JayZ done besides put out albums? Right?
Wow.
And so one of the things is show us a living example on what to do. First of all, showing us how to do this shit. Giving out years, like his lyrics, him and Nipsey, like those are not just like wordplay, my nigga. Those are not just like cute words you put together. Them niggas is scripting how to get to the bag, right? They're scripting how to do this shit and have your morals about you. How to do this shit and stay real to your people. Yeah, basic hood instructions. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas will be the blueprint. Niggas gave you three volumes of the blueprint. He showed you how to get with your wife and stay with her. Pick a black woman, shit like that. Stay real to yourself. You know what I mean? Get your niggas on. Do that kind of shit. Then on top of it, he literally is the Like he's done a lot in legislation. He's got a lot of brothers out of jail. He's changed a lot of drug laws. He has helped change a lot of drug laws. Anyway, I'll think of some more and I'll say it. But anyway, man, go ahead, man.
Hey, no, I'm gonna let you take it from here, man. You're on fire right now, so.
If anybody, there's a lot of new people, make sure you hit the star and you follow, okay? My name is Ali Salam.
All right, back and check it out. I'm just kick back now.
All right.
All right.
Okay. So that opens up when that phone line's over. It's up for you now. You can call in. It's a good question, T. Watt. It's a good question. Yeah, I know. I was trying to keep him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Now he's not hating. He asked a good question though. He asked a good question. I'm just passionate. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, that's a good question. Somebody call in and tell me, what has JayZ done? What has he done? It's a good question. What has he done? I think Ryan ran off the phone, huh? Goat talk. He showed you how to move in a room full of vultures. Somebody call in and tell me, man. What you think about JayZ? What you think about this, man? Big deal? No, not a big deal? He's helped out a lot of musicians. Oh, he got a lot of people out of bad deals, man. He did the deal with the NFL. Let me see. We punked him in to call him back. He was like,
"Yeah, no, I didn't. Hey, you was on a roll there. I didn't want to get in the way, but hey, let's keep talking." No, but okay, this is a point that I want to say though. If you asking what Jay has done, he's like you say, he's making these waves into these rooms that we're not traditionally have been in or been accepted in. So whenever somebody's doing that, whether they're directly reaching back to you or not, they're paving a way if you look like them. Right? So, I mean, can we really say, what has he done? I mean, he's keeping it real, like you said, and he's paving the way. That's enough.
Because real shit though, because like one thing we can't do is ask for a handout. Nobody owes us nothing, right? So it's not like he's not gonna cut a check and give us some money, you know what I mean? Like if anything, you want somebody to show you how to do it, be real to himself, and be real to his fans. Be real to his fans, like you say. Oh, thank you for the follow, Pinky. So you were saying that like he's okay when you say he's okay. You just said he has had meetings or he can get. Thank you, E-Money, for the follow. You said that JayZ can get into meetings that or talk to people that we can't or have not talked to ourselves, right?
Right.
Is there maybe like one example of that, perhaps?
Let's see. I mean, I would say with the deal he's making. I mean, the deals he's made with Rock Nation.
Interesting.
I mean, all of
yeah.
Really, I mean, all the deals have he's reached a level that we haven't seen. Whether it's in the alcohol, the music management. I mean, we might have seen that with Def Jam, something like that. But most of his deals that he's doing right now, these are areas we haven't. I mean, at least from a public figure. I mean, maybe they do, and we just haven't known about it.
Let me see. Here we go. Poetic Justice, how JayZ became a civil rights champion.
Right.
Yeah, let me just read this real quick. Monday morning, Jabari, who's African American, decided to not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. African American substitute teacher. Black people are not treated fairly. Sixth grader. Oh, within a month, the sixth grader had the help of not only a local legal counsel in Florida, attorney Rick Rulford, but also the rapper JayZ, of the philanthropic arm of JayZ's organization, Rock Nation, have came to this little man's defense. I do think there's this little kid had a report on Black History, and next thing you know, JayZ is here to help him out with it. That shit is crazy. If we can get involved in a young person's life before, convictions. Oh, there we go. Convictions. He helps a lot of people out. My son and I are grateful for all the athletes, Entertainer, and JayZ for supporters who raise awareness about injustice and show support. In many of the cases JayZ has been involved with the help of Spiro have mirrored issues plaguing America in recent years. The debate around Colin Kaepernick to stand for the national anthem. He helped 21 Savage with his custom situation. Oh, he helped Donald Trump. I think he helped Donald Trump get one of the rappers. Remember one of the rappers got in trouble like overseas somewhere? Do you remember during the Trump administration? ASAP Rocky?
Rocky.
Yeah, was that JayZ or something? I think. JayZ has not been shy about voicing his disdain of Donald Trump. With Van Jones, Obama policies. JayZ helped get Obama in office. Is that facts or no? Ryan.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I mean, all that's facts. And I feel like this, Ali. I don't think it's fair to get on him and say, what has he done? Because we got to see it like when you're going up against this establishment, it's almost like playing poker. You can't reveal your hand.
Oh.
We've seen that too many times. Like, if you notice, JayZ don't do too many interviews.
I know, huh?
We don't know what the fuck's going on in his head. What is his going?
Yeah, he's not on Twitter blabbering all of his intentions for all of us to read and decipher, huh?
Yeah. And if we look at historical rappers, they always tell all their moves in interviews. Tupac talks too much. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this.
He did.
They like, oh, we got to get this nigga out of here.
He did.
I feel like Nip, Nip, as much as I love Nip and all his moves.
Say it. Because I got to jump.
Yeah, he explained a lot of his moves, while he was doing
okay, all right.
They see where this shit is going.
Listen. What you're saying is so true that Allah be my witness. Within Nipsey's last couple months on Earth, I sent out a word. I don't know if it got to him because I used to do business with him. I sent out a word. I was like, Nips is talking a lot about things that maybe he shouldn't be speaking about publicly. I sent the word out because that's what I thought at the time, brother. What you're saying right now, I thought was the case. Very specifically about something in particular I don't want to mention, but I thought that Nipsey was a little too out there. And I just gave the word out like, brother, just from me, that's, you know what I mean? And I don't know if the word got to him. Probably not. I'm just going to assume that it didn't, okay? But the point of what I'm trying to say is what you're saying is exactly what I thought at the time. It's easy to say it now, but I remember saying it at the time. I thought Nipsey was a little too forthright in what his goals, ambitions, and what it was for. Now he's a gangster, you know what I mean? So he did things a gangster way. So that's just his strategy, you dig? But at the end of the day, I thought maybe you got to keep some things tough. You dig?
Yeah. You going against these giants, they don't want to see us win. They don't want to see us win, so we can't let them know our move. And so Jay, I feel like he's playing it right. We can't knock him the way he's playing it.
That's right.
But all right, bro.
All right, brother. Thank you, man.
All right.
In 2008, Hip Hop Mogul created an educational trust for the children of Sean Bell, a black man shot and killed by police on his wedding day in New York. At the height of protests in Baltimore, Maryland, and in Ferguson, Missouri, after the deaths of Freddie Gray and Michael Brown, JayZ bailed out protesters participating in the demonstrations, The Guardian had reported. Recently, his team helped handle a case in Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee. After a young black man, Montavious Smith, was arrested for refusing to pull down the hood of his sweatshirt. The retired journalist Kevin McKenzie, who filmed the encounter, was also arrested and charged with a misdemeanor after he drew attention for filming an earlier exchange between police and a pair of young black men. It was extremely humiliating, McKenzie says, to be forced to go down to the jail, be booked, have fingerprints, treated like a criminal. Da 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 da. Rock Nation reached out through social media to his wife. And then here he is, like he has this little reform thing, this little political thing. I'll show you a picture of. It's a good question. Good question, T. Watts. Good question. Good question. It's about receipts and facts. So, you know what I mean? So there you have it. Here it is. You know what I mean? This is his I can't say the word. Philopanthric. But there it is. Meek Mill's got him out of jail. Van Jones. Van Jones, the brother that's always crying, the brother that's always on CNN crying, he did a a nigga that's always crying. Like he did a lot for criminal justice reform. He did do a lot for criminal justice reform. He did it with the Trump administration as well. All right, what else? To have somebody like Rock Nation's level, the level of resources, help black people and black men in particular. So he's helped a lot of people. In 2017, he did an op-ed in defense of rapper Meek Mill. So JayZ made sure his opinion was heard, and it was heard. What's happening to Meek Mill is just one example of how our criminal justice system entraps, harasses thousands of black people every day, he wrote. According to Meek Mill, who was released 5 months later, JayZ quietly paid millions of dollars in legal fees. Man, may Allah protect JayZ, man. Protect this man, dude. Like, real shit, man. He's a treasure for us, man. This man is a treasure, man. He doesn't have to care, man. A lot of niggas, man, they get the bag. They don't care, man. You think they care? You think they give a fuck? A lot of these niggas get the bag. They over there, you know what I'm saying, with the Europeans, with snow bunnies and shit. Man, they don't give, you know what I mean? They off us, man. Meek Mill, an 11-year-old. Meek Mill, an 11-year-old. Meek Mill, 11-year-old in Central Florida, a British-born rapper, have much more in common than the assistant of a superstar in his legal team. They have made their way through varying levels of criminal justice system. Most black men do. So yeah, that's it, man. So that's up with JayZ. So that's what it is, man. Yeah, protect JayZ at all costs, man. JayZ, man, like that's a good one right there, man. To me, he's black history in the making. Yo, is that Pinky that I went to Howard with? Is that Pinky from Howard? No? Okay. Shout out to you anyway. Yes, it is. Yep, it's on YouTube. It is on YouTube. All right. So I'll leave the phone line open for a second before we get into Nasir Jones. If you'd like to call in, now's a good time to call in. You want to speak about JayZ and what he's done, his selling. Right now, we're talking about how he sold Tidal. Okay, Tidal's not going to go anywhere. It's still going to be there. Tidal, but he did sell Tidal. It's going to help out a lot of musicians, and we're just talking about JayZ's impact in general. If you'd like to call in, I appreciate it if you did, and to talk JayZ. And, you know what I mean? What I'll do is I'll go over there. I'll leave it, I'm going to go take a break, but the phone lines will be open. If I get back and there's no phone calls, I'll move on to the next topic. All right, we're going to move into, there we go. Yeah, man. Hold on 1 second, okay? Matter of fact, just go ahead and talk, man. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media, man. What is your name and where you from?
What's up, man? It's new.
All right, man. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna go to the other room, make sure my audio and everything is good, okay?
All right, you good? You good?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So no, what I wanted to say, man. So with JayZ, Tidal, and Square are doing, bro, is they're definitely
about to revolutionize the game for the artist itself, right? And the reason why I say that is, I remember we had the discussion way back, and as far as Spotify versus Tidal versus Apple Music, and even though Tidal paid artists a good amount of money, they weren't beating their competition because the user base was so high for Spotify, right? Spotify just did a really good job in marketing. But so what Square plans on doing, and what JayZ likes, and how that deal benefits the music industry is, they're going to allow artists to choose how they get paid and how much they get paid, which is different because Spotify has a set amount that you get paid based on streams. So if I'm an artist and I'm looking at this ability to, do Bitcoin and get into that whole world of Bitcoin and how big it is now, and I can choose how much my artwork is worth, I'm going to give those projects to that platform. Right, anti-streaming based B-Bill, absolutely. So there's a company that is already doing this. They raised like $10 million from Silicon Valley, and it's called Audius, Audius.
Spell it again.
They're based in San Francisco, Audius.
Okay.
And you can Google, look at how does Audius pay artists. They've already started that platform.
Huh.
So the thing that they wanted to do is they wanted to use the blockchain-based digital streaming network that allows fans to connect directly with artists and also for exclusive new releases. But the way they attract those artists is that they allow the artists to name the price tag of their project instead of having a set amount like Tidal did and like Spotify did.
That's actually fantastic, right? Because
so payments are able to be exchanged between fans and artists. And,
yeah.
Of course, Tidal would get a percentage of that.
Yeah.
The payments go directly from the fans to the artists.
Because think about that for a second, right? Not everybody, not all jackets are the same quality, right? Like this jacket is made out of leather, you know what I mean? Or this one, you know what I mean, might be worth $200. This jacket might be worth $2,000. This jacket might be worth $20, right? Like, so a lot of the trap music, sure, that might go for $5.99. But who's to say that it should go for the same price as a well mixed, well put together Nas album or something, right? Perhaps Nas is high end hip hop. Perhaps he want to sell it for $49.99. That's it. Yo, how come we haven't had that in the past? Like, why am I just now seeing this, right? Because I remember Nipsey. Remember Nipsey? There was a time period he sold his album for $100.
Yep.
Who's to say you can't do that? Why does it have to be $10.99? You know what I mean?
So, bro, I'm gonna put you on to something even bigger, right? I had downloaded Clubhouse, and I was just going to various rooms, and I'm just like, I look for rooms that have topics on things that I know nothing about, because I like to be a sponge and I like to learn. I don't believe I know anything because I want to learn everything. And there was a room called NFT. NFT stands for non-fungible token. And I'm like, and it said NFT for artists. And I'm like, what is this? What is NFT?
Yeah.
So when you go into the room, you hear them talking about Bitcoin and things like that. But they're talking about these people are like agents for artists who basically have digital copies or digital originals for their artwork.
Huh.
And I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting, I guess. And I mean, I'm hearing they're talking about money, so I listened to it a little while, then, I had to go back to work. But then when you guys were talking about JayZ and Square and them wanting to change how artists are being paid, bro, NFT means that when it says non-fungible, let's look at it in the aspect of sports cards, right?
Uh-huh.
So if I have a Jordan card, there's a chance that if I trade with you, I'm just trading the same Jordan card. I'm giving you that same Jordan card. But if we do it in an NFT format, it's only one of those. If I trade that with you, then I'm trading for a Kobe Bryant card. I'm trading for something different. I'm not trading you for the same thing. What I mean by that is when you look at Bitcoin, you trade Bitcoin for Bitcoin. It's still the Bitcoin, regardless of that. It's still a Bitcoin. But when you look at an NFT, I'm trading one of a kind. There's only one of those, which means, for example, right, it's digital media. So I can buy And you could say, look, my NFT is one episode of 7 Circle Media, right? One episode of that. And that episode, to me right now, is worth $10. And I could say, well, look, man, I love the show. I'll buy the episode off of you for $30. And I own that episode. Now, Miss 305 could say, look, man, I'm a fan. How much you want for that? And I'd be like, look, man, you know, you got to give me like $60 to own the digital, to own the original digital of this episode. Not even, there's no copies of it. There's nothing on YouTube. It's the original one. You see what I'm saying, bro?
Wow.
So from an artist standpoint, right, we know if we talk about battle rap, Sue Surf, New Jersey Twerk dropped the album. New Jersey Twerk could say, look, man, I'm going to come out with an album, but no one's going to have a copy of this. It's my original work.
Wow.
If you want it,
Yeah.
and you're a big fan of mine, you can buy it. And I might say, well, look, bro, you know, that's kind of crazy. How much do you think you make out the album, man? I think I make, you know, I'm an up-and-coming artist, bro. I might only make $30,000. I'd be like, all right, well, look, you know what I mean? NFT, cool, I'll buy the original digital, man. I'm a big fan of yours. I'll buy for $40,000. Now, I'm buying it for $40,000 for several reasons, because I'm hoping that Twerk blows up one day. And instead of his album being worth $40,000, I'm hoping that he blows up to a JayZ level where people say, look, man, you own the original album that Twerk developed, and you own an NFT to that. How much are you willing to how much are you willing to sell that for?
And so, excuse me, brother. So as long as you own it, can you mass produce it and sell copies of it?
See, that's the part. It wouldn't. That's the part I have to continue reading to, because some people are saying you can have copies of it, but of course, whenever there's a copy of a thing, the value.
That's right, brother. You know what that reminded me of? Yeah. It reminded me. Remember that kooky European dude who was in jail for he oh man, dude, what was this guy? He was in the pharmaceutical industry, and he was in jail. He got jailed. What's this guy, man? He started beefing with rappers. Oh man. Any which way, so there was like this kooky kind of European guy, kind of looked like Mark Zuckerberg, kind of nerdy kind of guy, and he had an HIV medication, like, and what he did was the Wu-Tang, they did what you did. Shkreli, that's right, Martin Shkreli, that's his name. Yes. So what happened was the Wu-Tang did exactly what you said. They made one album. They made a whole album, but only one, and they sold that to the highest bidder. And I think they end up selling it for maybe $2 million, something like that. And this guy Shkreli bought it, and he did exactly what you were talking about. He bought it as an investment. He's like, yo, I own an album that nobody else has. Like, the value is limitless. Who's to say what the value is? It's like a piece of art.
Like a piece of art, bro. That's the thing, yeah. And so like artists are jumping on board of these NFTs because it has a digital signature to prove that it was a one of a kind. That's the thing that makes it valuable. That digital signature authenticates it.
Yes.
It makes it authentic. So if I'm dropping that, and so if I got a Twerk album for $40,000, and somebody wants to buy it off me, it's because maybe Twerk has blown up, right? And either they want to try to see if they can make a profit of it, or they simply, bro, what they say, a fool and his money is what?
Soon depart.
There you go, soon depart. So there are people out here with billions of dollars who might like Twerk. And they like, yo, you know what, bro? I like this artist so much, bro. I'm willing to spend $2 million on his album to have a one-of-a-kind that I can listen to.
That's right.
Because I own it. So art is art, bro. It becomes a collectible. And that's what NFTs are.
That's dope.
NFTs, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's a reason why JayZ was willing to partner up with this business, because they had the ideas to take it to the next level. They got the payment platform to do so.
Yeah. Yo, they're clearly somewhere in the future. You know what I mean? Like when JayZ is talking to Jack Dorsey, they're not in 2021. They're somewhere in 2028. You know what I'm saying? Like
they're somewhere where their kids are running the business.
Bro,
like
real shit. Real shit. Real shit.
And I think we have to pay attention to it, though, because I remember where everybody thought Bitcoin was crazy. Like, it's not going to work. That's kind of crazy. We ain't paying that no mind. If we keep thinking like that, bro, we'll never be able to catch up and play the game.
So,
this NFT stuff,
Uh-huh.
we need to really look at the NFTs, really understand how they work, and figure out a way on how we can capitalize. Because NFTs is a thing because it's artist based, bro. Art will always be around. Art is JayZ told us in his album, invest in art.
yes,
He told us that, bro.
yeah,
Y'all buying Jordans, go buy art.
yeah. Just before you go, just so I could put you on the way, say, Pharma boss Martin Shkreli unmasked as Wu-Tang Clan's album buyer. Okay. The pharmaceutical company honcho who sparked outrage of gouging the price of a life-saving HIV drug has been revealed to be the buyer of only one copy of a new Wu-Tang album called Once a Time in Shaolin. Martin Shkreli was the highest bidder for the 31-track album by the Staten Island-based hip-hop ensemble Bloomberg reported. And that's what the album looks like. That shit is so dope, man. Like, who's to say you can't do that, right? Of course you can. Okay? And Shkreli, who was publicly pillared when it was revealed that he planned to increase the profit of a drug by 5,000%, spent $2 million for the record, which he cited as someone familiar with the deal. Shkreli did not immediately return messages, okay? If there's a curious gap between your favorite artists, well, now you know. I thought they were going to talk about the idea. Let me see. They're talking about the drug that he sold. He's a drug dealer, of course. Anyway, okay, here we go. Let me see. Yeah, they're talking about the pill. Here, the album. It says right here, Shkreli, 32, can do whatever he wants with the album except profit from it.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck does that mean?
Really, man?
What does that? So I guess he could. How? But so if I let's say like so you can't sell the album, but what if I did an event where I did a listening party for the album and I paid you to come to my event and listen to it? Is that profiting off of it? Like, we all don't know, right? We don't know. We're all assuming.
I would say that's profiting, bro, because you're making money from the listening event.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're making money off of that. Anytime you make money, you're profiting off of that.
Huh. Under the terms of the deal, Shkreli can't commercialize it for 88 years. According to Paddle 8, an online auction that House Wu-Tang Clan hired to do the transaction. While Paddle 8 did not divulge how much the album went for, the company did say it was the most ever spent on a single album, far surpassing $300,000 by the Quarrymen that was on the Beatles. But if you're a rapper, that might be a good deal. Make one album, get one check, and be done with it. Well, it depends, right? Because, you know what I mean? Anyway. So, yeah, I just want to share that with you, brother. Because, you know what I mean? It's new. You're in the future as well, man. You always talking about things that are on the cutting edge. You know what I mean? So you live 5 years down the road as well, man. So thank you for telling us about the artists.
I got to figure out how to tap into it, bro. Like, that's my thing. That I just want to figure out how to tap into it. It's one thing to know about it, but, like, I really want to, like, I think NFTs is the first time that I've really heard something that I really want to, like, I really want to absorb and learn about it because it makes total sense to me. Even when JayZ buys paintings, right? If that house burns down or whatever he puts, I'm sure he doesn't put his paintings in a house, but whatever those paintings are, they can technically be destroyed. The value is gone. But if it's digital, it's harder to destroy it. Does that make sense? That's why we make digital copies of things.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
And what's
so that go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say, well, the good thing about digital is, like you said, we have those digital markers. Like right now, if I played a song, if I played a song right now, because right now I'm streaming on YouTube and Facebook, it will register to whoever owns the song. Even if just a small little 5-minute segment has small little nanotechnology data markers, and it'll let you know whose song it was and who owns it. It's like fucking amazing how that happens, you know? But
that's extremely dope, bro. And then you just talking to you got me thinking like, all right, who's the Drake? Let's take Drake for example, right? Drake's 6 albums in, and then all of a sudden his 7th album, he tells Tidal, all right, look, after I'm only streaming on y'all, I'm releasing an album straight to Tidal. Now it's going to work because it's Drake. People like his music, you know, he's big, right? So let's say Drake says after 2 million streams, that's it. If you want to listen to this album, then you can come buy it as an NFT and you'll be the only one with a copy of that album. I'm not going to stream that album anymore after you purchase it. It's so many ways they can play with it, bro.
It is.
And the fact that artists can get played in Bitcoin, and I mean, Bitcoin is here to stay, man. It's way too big now. Like, it's not going anywhere. Because we all know that digital currency is the future. We all know that paper currency will go away. We talked about this a couple shows back on people, them having a chip inserted into your finger to make purchases.
Oh.
So we know digital is the future. That's the reason why they're pressing hard on how can they attach technology to your clothing. So everything is going digital, bro. There's nothing we can do to stop that. Every movie you look at, people have prophesized and visualized the future being what it is. The Jetsons, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if everything in our life is going digital, then our currency eventually has to go digital.
Mm.
It's going to happen. There's nothing that's going to stop that. You feel me? There's no more losing money. I lost 100. You know what I mean? I got robbed. No, bro. So it's just,
Right.
Yeah,
Damn.
bro, it's going to happen, bro.
Damn. Great
It's going
point.
to happen, dog. It's not stopping it, man. So why not artwork? If everything's going digital, why not art? And why not art? Why wouldn't artists want to be able to have a chance to really get Bitcoin money?
Because
Through
that
their artwork.
Yeah, and other, Bitcoin amongst others. Like, there's all kind of cryptocurrencies that are popping out these days,
Yeah.
Man, thanks for the phone call, brother. As always, man, you're the man, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go in here, man, and jump boss man. Boss man, crazy.
Yeah,
All right, bro.
yeah, I knew he was gonna say a
I'll go
joke.
like,
All right, cool.
yeah, I just man. All right.
All right, peace, man. Man, thank you for taking the time out, man. If you're new here, my name is Ali Salam. I'm live and direct from Los Angeles, California. This is your new favorite show. This is your first time here. You know what I'm saying? All the people you see down there that leaving comments, they've realized, hey, this show is fly. They realize that this show is on every night at 7 p.m. on the West Coast. So that might be 10 p.m. where you at, okay? This is where we talk finance and politics and sports and hip-hop and everything dealing with culture of young, black, so-called black America. This is it, okay? This is your home. This is the flyest shit on Caffeine, maybe on YouTube, okay? So make sure you hit the star and follow so you can be a part of this, okay? That's a phone number for you to call into. You can call in, you can be heard. You know what I'm saying? We had a new caller today. Shout out to that. I see my people on YouTube sending me messages. So, you know what I mean? Things is moving. We moving. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to everybody out there. So before I move into Nas, you know what I mean? I'll take another phone call if somebody wanna, you know what I mean, talk JayZ real quick before I move on. Obviously, it's a hot topic. So, you know what I'm saying? Before I move on, I'll give y'all a chance if somebody want to call in. Maybe you want to build on what the brother said. Oh, that's terrible. No, that shit just tastes terrible. For those that, for the new people that are here and you want to catch some of my older shows, let's say you missed something, maybe you stepped away for whatever reason, you can catch my selected content on my YouTube page. And here it is right here. Whoops. Yeah, here's my YouTube page. Boom. And speaking of Cash App, that's the Cash App right there. But yeah, that's the YouTube page, Circle 7 Media. Circle 7, replace the L with a 7, Media. Okay? That's that. Okay? That's what that is. So, got a Cash App. All right. See what's up with Nasir Jones, man. It's only right that we get to Nas, you know what I'm saying? My favorite rapper of all time. The best lyricist to ever walk the planet Earth. It's interesting that, you know what I mean, he has a brand new and I was looking over JayZ's the articles that I read to you tonight, and I found out that Nas has a new article that was on Financial Times. So let's read it, man. And he made there's a lot of different things he was talking about, man. He talked about slavery, right? See, the biggest thing he said was what I like. Let me see, here it is. Boom, right there. Nas says, history doesn't start with slavery. Black history, he said, black history should not start with slavery. Now, I've always said that, okay? I always said that. Matter of fact, let me tell you how I came to that conclusion, man. All right. I'm at Howard University, right? At Howard University, obviously it's a university, so there are many different majors. There's many different majors you can have, right? Everything from, philosophy to science to fine arts to political science, whatever, right? Now, what's interesting is no matter what major you had, right? There's only one class that everybody had to take, right? Because, like, depending on what major you are, most majors have to take the core classes. Some majors don't. But what's gosh darn sure is no matter what your major is, there's one class we all got to take, and that's called African American Studies. You got to take at least one semester of that. African American Studies 101. You have to. Period. Bottom line. Point blank. Okay? Now, with that being said, you know what I mean? That was my minor. My major was in human development, childhood educational development, right? And then my minor was in African American Studies, right? So I'm in there or whatever, and then I got the book. I remember the first day I got the book. I saw the book. It said From Slavery to Freedom by Dr. Boykins. Now, what ended up happening is I'm good friends with Dr. Boykins' son. He's actually a good friend of mine. You know what I mean? And he's working at like a, you know what I'm saying? So his dad wrote the book. Now his son is like at like a prestigious university. You know what I'm saying? And, he's the homie, man. Shout out to you, Malik Starks, man. Shout out to you. Now, his father wrote this book. So I remember being in class. I didn't know that at the time. But so I'm in a class, and it said From Slavery to Freedom. And I remember that moment it hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. I looked around. I was like, does anybody else have a problem with this? Here we are taking a class called African American Studies that everybody has to take, but the frame of reference begins at slavery. Like, did anybody else have a problem with that? Like, didn't we exist before slavery? Why are we starting the story at slavery? If anything, we should. Anyway, I'm just like, I remember that moment on, I was just like, I was very critical on starting our existence from slavery, and then people say, well, African Americans, and so I'm like, all right, boom. So that's why I dedicated. See, that's why I got all these books in here, man. I got all these books it's about us before slavery, right? This Land Is Your Land, about the Olmecs that was here before slavery, right? Noble Drew Ali, he's telling us in chapter 46, man. He's telling you who we were before slavery. Matter of fact, he goes. Through sin and disobedience, every nation has suffered slavery due to the fact that they honor not the creed and principles of their forefathers. That is why the nationality of the Moors was taken away from them in 1774. And the word Negro, black, and colored was given to these Asiatics of America who were of Moorish descent, because they honored not the principles of their mother and father, but strayed after the gods of Europe, whom they knew nothing about. Okay? Boom. This is the irony that all these books, all the same thing. Global African Presence, who we were before slavery. This book right here. This book, oh my God, this one's amazing. This is called Africans in Colonial Mexico. Okay? Africans in Mexico. Specifically between the years 1570 and 1640. Remember, our nationality was taken from us in 1774, and the United States of America was established in 1776. Okay? All of these books. This one's called Black People Are Indigenous to the Americas. Okay? This one's called The Black Kings of Europe. So all of this stuff is before slavery. To me, it's very important to study that. And I say all that to say Nas feels the same way as well. You know what I'm saying? So let's read the article, man. Let's see, Nas. Let me get a picture. Thought I had a picture of this. We invented the paper that history is written on. Oof, that's a great way to put it. Okay, rap veteran Nas. No one gets out unscathed. Remember, this article is not in Hip Hop DX. This is not in All Hip Hop. This is not on World Star Hip Hop. This article is an exclusive to Financial Times. That's who Nas is. That's where he's at in this part of his life. He's dealing with the millionaires and the billionaires, right? You know what I mean? The Grammy-nominated New Yorker on surviving the streets, embracing business world, and thinks of hip hop today. This article came out yesterday, specifically yesterday. All I could see in my dreams was guns. I kept having nightmares about cops, and this time I was removed from the hood, but I survived and I made it out. You might expect one of the chief architects of 1990's golden era of hip-hop to look back on this era through rose-tinted glasses. Instead, the legendary rapper feels lucky to have made it out alive compared to his contemporaries Tupac and Biggie. I'm going to kind of speed through some parts. Back then, it was just gangsta, gangsta, gangsta. It felt like the danger from the block. He says, when we saw our favorite musicians get old, we figured Al Green and Anita Baker had earned their stripes. Then he showed this picture. Yo, check this picture out. This is a classic picture. Yo, check this shit out. Can y'all name at least 3 people in here? Because that's all I can name. Can y'all name 4 people in this picture? You know what I mean? I know it might be dating y'all, you know what I'm saying? I can only name 3 people. Oh, Linnell, I thought you was young. Okay, you know who Redman is? Pop. So, don't know who that is. That's the young Nasir. That's Pop. I don't know who that is. There's Redman. I don't know who that is. Wow. Redman was a good rapper, man. Oh, Little Just? Is that Sway? Is that Sway? Right over there? No. No, it's not Sway. All right. Nas, 47, has sold over more than 15 million records. Okay. All right, we already know who Nas is. He entered the game in 1990, babyface teenager. Yo, when Nas came in the game, man, he came in sick. Oh, God, he came in super lyrical. Now we have Little Nas X. Like, what the hell? How we go from Nas to Little Nas X? Yo, they need to ask him that. How you feel about some dude who has a alternative lifestyle, you know what I mean? Who take your name, put an X behind it. He not Muslim. He put a little Nas X, and then he do country music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it, you know what I mean? I want to say some other things, and I'm sure you understand what I want to say. You know what I mean? Anyway. Illmatic, okay. My Block, New York State of Mind. 19-year-old Nas was an old soul. I asked him if much has changed in America since then. Quote, what's changed is smartphones with cameras now exist. So we can recognize what happens in America for exactly what it is. Straight up racism. Before cameras, even some black folk didn't realize how bad it was. That's right. Cell phones have changed everything. Y'all are funny. One hit wonder, huh? He's spicy. Illmatic is the only small part of the story. Album, oh man. Yo, Cliff should be here. Cliff loves Nas. Oh well. Oh, here's a picture with him and Amy Winehouse. The fact that his friend Amy Winehouse was inspired by Nas in her own confessional songwriting, even penned a love letter to him in Me and Mrs. Jones, showed that his influence stretches far beyond rap. When you talk about Amy, it almost brings water to my eyes, he said. She didn't give a F about the Hollywood side of the business and was purely selfless to the art. She encouraged me to stand on what I was standing on. He takes a deep breath. She was a spirit who maybe knew she wasn't here long. Having dropped out of high school in the 9th grade, oh my God, Nas, a lyrical genius, a mastermind with the words, doesn't even have a high school degree, man. And he's a billionaire. Oh, somebody found out who they were. How did you find out? Other two, DJ Clark Kent. Oh, DJ Scratch, man. How you knew, man? Shout out to you, bro. Thank you, man. That's good. All right. He goes, Nas tells me his music had long been driven by an urge to teach people about the black history that isn't taught in school books. Now you know me. That's right up my alley. That's right up my alley right there. Here he goes. The history of Africa is mystifying, he says. To be black has been a long journey, yet there's a certain lineage that gets ignored. The Moors, especially, brother. I added that for emphasis. That gets ignored, covered up, and disrespected constantly. You can't just start black history in school books with slavery. That's just wrong in every single way. I totally agree, man. Shout out to Piccolo Beats, man. He's right. He's right. How you gonna start our experience with slavery? Like, that's a part of our story. That doesn't define who we are. It does not. We're much more than slaves, right? We're people we're kings and queens who have been enslaved, right? We built countries. We started civilizations. We've started religions. We've created industries. We've influenced the world, and they want to just marginalize us just to, oh, y'all are slaves because our ancestors was enslaved at one point. I can show you my fortune, but I can't make you think rich. I remember he said that. I forget what he said that on. I think that was Lost Tapes, huh? Innovators. All right. A slick, soulful trip down memory lane. All right, his new album. The business is hard, and not many artists make it. But as long as you keep your soul, as long as you're happy knowing what you contribute to something positive to the atmosphere, you can't lose. But no one gets out unscathed, you know. There's going to be some turbulence. But you're here to make music, change lives, and to help people. There has been turbulence in Nas's own life in recent years. Oh, remember he made, his situation with Khalees. That was, that whole milkshake situation with that sister. Kind of a bad situation, you dig? He and singer-songwriter Khalees, mother of their 11-year-old son, Knight, divorced in 2010. In a 2018 interview, she accused Nas of being violent towards her during the marriage. He denies the allegations. He might have yelled at you. You know what I'm saying? He might have, He didn't touch you, though. I don't know if he did. But at a time when the voices of survivors of abuse were rightly being elevated, he's still facing criticism. As to reiterate his denial to the world. I am told that he will not discuss the Khalees allegations. He considers his lengthy Instagram post his final words on that subject. He has a song called To the War Is Won, an ode to single black mothers. My father wasn't always around, so my mother raised me and my brothers alone. A young black woman raising two boys has to be so strong. There are so many things she told me that I wish I didn't ignore. A man or a woman can be strong alone, but my concern is what does it do to the family unit? Because at some point, the streets are taking our children. Jeez. Sure, you could do this alone. Sure, you can. But at the detriment of your children. You know what I mean? At the detriment of your children, man. I appreciate what's out there. He's okay. As for contemporary rap, so the music that's out right now, his opinion is not very high. Quote, I appreciate what's out there, but there's no one keeping me up at night. He says, I hear a new rap record and think it's great, but I don't listen to it the next week. One artist who did impress him, however, was Brooklyn drill rap maverick Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. But one of the things besides making music that bring Nas pleasure to this day is being a businessman. He has his own venture capital fund called Queensbridge Venture Partners, which has made savvy investments in internet brands such as Dropbox, Lyft, and Genius. Sheesh. When I say that he seems to be enjoying being the silent partner, pulling strings without being visibly public, he says that's a fact. Back when he was, they say Nas is worth like $1 billion. You know what I mean? Because he owns Lyft or stocks in Lyft. False? Let's see. Nas's net worth. Says 70 million. $80 million. $70 million. Huh. Updated 60 million. 70 million, but business Kanye 3.2 billion, JayZ, Nas Forbes, Little Nas X. Well, my bad. I thought he was I thought I read somewhere that he owned technologies that cuz I was told that it wasn't like his money, but he owned investments. Like specifically the venture capital, and then also it was another one that I heard that he owned. My bad. Damn. All right, guys. So let me just finish reading this, and then so the phone line is open if you want to call. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Let's see. Reflecting on how far he's come, I knew that there would be better dreams to be bigger. I guess I like this business a whole lot better. It says Nas owns several investments. Okay, so that's about it. Shit. That's about it, man. But you watching though. But you watching. So why are you watching something that's boring as hell? But you watching though. You want me to juggle, nigga? You know what I mean? You want me to juggle? You want me to say the alphabet backwards, nigga? We learning over here, bro. Niggas need entertainment all day and shit. Niggas need entertainment all day. Niggas like, oh, I need to be entertained. I need entertainment. I need entertainment. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to you, Pinky. I appreciate that. Shout out to you too. I appreciate that. All right, guys. What are his investments? Let's see. Nas's investment portfolio, straight up nasty. They need to fire me. Yo, think about that for a second. Oh my God, you about to make this shit exciting. Think about this for a second. Think about this. My shit is so fly that somebody gotta own this shit. Some white man somewhere gotta own this. Some white man somewhere gotta own this. That shit is fly as hell. He's black. He's young. There's no way he owns that himself. Right? Somebody must own that. Somebody, they're like, you know what I mean? What? Somebody else got to own it. There's no way that this could be his own company. It's my own company, brother. You know what I'm saying? You go that way, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you, man. Go to DJ Academic's page, man. Go to Tekashi's page. Go to Tekashi's page. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media, man.
What's good is Mr. Cliff in the building, you know what I mean?
Yo, I just spoke on you, bro. We talking Nas. I was like, yo, where Cliff at?
Talking Nas? I have one problem with Nas. I got one beef.
Huh?
He always releasing exclusive tracks in other countries.
Is he really?
Yeah, man. Well, any of y'all got Hip Hop is Dead. I recently heard a song that was on Hip Hop is Dead in the UK. It wasn't released in America.
Damn.
What's
Is that right?
about? What's that about?
Damn.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Some bars in there, too. I eat with my elbows on top of the table. Street etiquette with speech impediment, but I still see presidents. As long as they keep printing it, it's opportunities of me getting it. So what's good with the Nas talk today, man?
The rapper invested in over 100 companies, including many of the apps on your home screen.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Cleaning up.
All right. His investments. They have a partner at Queensbridge told the firm that they invest at up to $500,000. 100 companies pitch a Queensbridge every month, but they invest in fewer than 3 of them. Nas has invested in some big winners. Dropbox, $10 billion valuation. Dropbox, get a bar. Nas owns.
He did Dropbox.
Yes.
He did Ring. I think he did Ring, the doorbell joint. I think his
Really?
his firm did that.
I know. What's the name? Shaq. Shaq is on Ring. Lyft. He owns a piece of Lyft.
He did Lyft early.
Get a bar.
He did Lyft early. Yep.
General Assembly. I don't know what that is. Tilt. What's Tilt? Tilt. $400 million valuation. Robin Hood. Holy shit. Robin Hood. The one that was in the news recently.
Yep.
Dang, he on Robin Hood. That's wild, bro. What?
Well, from what I understand, he's been doing little stuff from the gate. Like from the gate, he did real estate when he first went platinum. From what I remember, people would say. And I just thought it was smart that a rapper saved some money, started buying land and doing some things.
Casper. What's Casper?
Albums stopped selling. He started doing his thing regardless. So that's what's up. So now I know I'm getting albums because he likes to drop albums. You know what I mean?
Genius. So that
He doesn't have to drop albums.
Huh?
It lets me know that he doesn't have to drop albums so he can actually make songs he likes and just let them go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta
Genius.
be able to, you know.
That it started out as Rap Genius, right? Now they just do all lyrics. It started as Rap Genius, but now it's Genius for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Facts. Still got bars.
Yeah, so that's it, man. Like, that, I guess that's where I got that whole $1 billion thing from, because he has, valuations. Wow, man. That's
But I thought,
huh.
man, it's so interesting to me. I was wondering more about with JayZ's starting to partner with people and people buying in for a lot of his companies all at once. It's not interesting that it's all at once. Like, I wonder, what's the reasoning behind so many mergers at once.
Huh. I don't even know.
But
Yeah.
I just thought it was that. It all reminded me of like on a higher scale, like how Lil Wayne did his thing with Young Money and like sold whatever percentages he had to a lot of rights. But then, from what I hear, he's putting together a Young Money album, like a reunion album.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah. You see, the thing is with Lil Wayne, thank you for the follow, Simtanis. You see, Lil Wayne is stuck in the artist mode. I got to make music. I have to spit bars. I have to do music. I have to spit bars. I have to record. I have to sell music. I have to spit bars. It's like, bro, like, you're at a point where you shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're at a point where you should be like, yo, man, I got this one artist. I'm making money over there. I got investments over here. I'm chilling, you dig? You know what I'm saying? But he's like, you know what I mean? He's just not a boss, man. Lil Wayne's just not a boss. Yeah, right, Jack?
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know enough about his stuff. Like, I just know about him selling the brand, like, or selling all those rights to those big artists, including himself.
Yeah, I remember you was on the
now
phone.
Now I hear all the Lil Wayne songs on the radio.
I remember you said that.
They've been tucking them joints in.
Damn.
Sometimes I wonder if that's a problem with some of these artists. Like, when they finally go independent and stuff, it's like
that's right,
they're not
Hugh.
getting the hookup to push their music.
Yeah.
Like, they think they're gonna be able to have access to all the things they used to have access to when they're independent, but it's like these majors have all the, all the friendships and networks, and they can even hate on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, you think you're gonna collect on your songs for 10 years, and they just gonna stop playing your joints.
Yo, man, do you think? Yeah, here's a question. Do you think the generation of rappers now is gonna end up like JayZ and Nas in terms of their business and stuff like that? Like, so who would that be? That would be like, I guess Drake. I guess yeah, Meek Mill, Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, Little Baby. You know what I mean?
There's gonna be very few, but there's gonna be a lot of independent record labels. There's gonna be more Suge Knights than there's gonna be artists.
But
you know what I mean?
You know what? I gotta be fair with my question.
Like who?
But hold on. Remember what you're gonna say? No, yeah, just remember what you're gonna say. I just want to say this real quick. I have to be fair with my question. It's not a fair question because most rappers in JayZ's and Nas's era didn't end up like JayZ and Nas, right? Like it's a million rappers that ain't did shit a part of in our generation. So I just have to be fair. You know what I mean? But anyway, go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm saying it's similar to like, let's say Kendrick Lamar signed to some guy, right? With Top Dog, right?
Yeah.
So I think Top Dog is going to make a lot of money. Maybe Kendrick does some good things. But it might be a while before Kendrick sees like boss money because somebody else is the boss right now. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I'm just using him as an example. I'm not trying to,
Yeah.
Just business.
But
I think there's a lot of people like who's the guy who has the Migos and like
Q from whatever the niggas quality control. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think there's gonna be a lot of those type of mid-level labels that see some money, and depending on how they treat the artist or how the artist set up their original deals, that's gonna depend on what the artist is really doing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your boy Dame Dash put it real good. He's like, man, this manipulation don't stop. Middle-aged people manipulating older people.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yep. That's right.
JayZ mentioned, was it Kanye that exposed this? But you're talking about when JayZ had basically to get his masters, he had to own Kanye's masters and sell Kanye's masters to to get his own masters. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to go through a lot to really own your shit, or you have to have something to really barter with or trade with.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, and a lot of times you're going to have to get over or put somebody else through the ringer just to be able to set yourself free if you feel like your music's worth it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That business is a tough business.
Damn,
Yeah,
man.
I do think a lot of the most impressive part of the Nas thing and like the Jay thing is that they're actually talented rappers who are doing good business moves.
Yeah, they're actually above. They're above average artists and above average businessmen. You know.
Yeah, that doesn't happen much. Most of the time, it's like the whack rapper who doesn't care about rapping, who really can focus in on the business hustle side of it because he don't care about the poetry as much. It's
because
vice versa.
because what you say, it's hard to balance your left brain with your right brain, right? The left brain is creative, you know what I mean, wants to be carefree, doesn't want to be locked in, but your right brain is analytical, business, numbers. It's hard to balance the two, right?
Exactly, bro. That's why it's kind of impressive to me that both of those guys are on, like, should be on most people's top 10, if not top 5.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And so it's the fact that those two are doing so well. It's like, wow.
I would even imagine.
Years later,
I would even imagine that, like, not only are they're good musicians, but I would imagine that somewhere in America there has to be a class on Nas's lyrics somewhere. There's a classroom somewhere that studies Nas's lyrics as some sort of literary devices, and you know what I mean? Or you know, like.
Was it Harvard? I can't remember. I know they've done things like lyrically in universities, like, because it's basically just like poetry, like in books or like in other you know.
Yeah.
Hey, to anybody paying attention who's a young rapper or something, when you write about stuff that's more than just the frivolous stuff, materialism and like
Lower self,
the
sex,
lower self stuff.
food. Yeah.
You really live forever. Like, people are going to look at your stuff like you're actually talking about what's going on, and you set yourself apart from a lot of the regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because.
So that's why Nas gets his lyric studied, and you know,
Andre 3000 and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No disrespect to Snoop Dogg, but it's not
Exactly.
Snoop Dogg
Exactly.
University. You know what I mean?
Exactly, brother.
And he's had meaningful songs. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, but come on, the level of rigor, you know what I mean? The level of the topics, and you know what I mean? It's just not even comparable. Nas is literally rapping backwards. Nas is like, he sets the tone, like he's painting a picture of, like, excuse me, as a society. Like, you get a view of what black society was in New York at a particular time period, you know?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah, sociological, you know what I mean? So.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. So, man. Oh, man. I wanted to shut it down. Thank you for the call, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's nothing. I had to shout out Dunzo in the building.
Oh, Dunzo's in
I
the
missed
building?
your call. He let me know I missed your call. What up, Dun?
Oh, I don't even see Dunzo.
Like, hey, they talking Nas. They're talking Nas right now. I missed the call because I just got off work.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. I didn't even see Dunzo. Like, I didn't even see him. That's wild, man. So it lets me know there's more people watching than I can see, you know? Well, shout out to Dunzo, man. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Okay, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I'll stay up.
All right, thank you, brother.
Peace.
All right, cool. All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning in for another episode. There you go. Dunzo, man. Thank you, brother. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll take a phone call, one last one. If not, you know what I mean? I'm going to shut it down till tomorrow. Whatever. Thank you, guys. You dick. Leave it open in case one last person want to call. If not, then you know what I mean. See you tomorrow. See what's up, man. Yo, Hugh Petty. He said he took the vaccine, man. So yeah, man, it's probably time to start talking that vaccine shit again, man. Shout out to you, brother. Love to hear what you went through. You know what I mean? How did it happen? How you feel? You know what I mean? Why you did it? You know, words to the brothers out there. You know what I mean? Who's essentially scared to do it. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, so shout out to you, man. That's what's up, man. Long live Nas, huh? Andre 3000 is an amazing rapper. Are you kidding me? Andre 3000 is amazing. Round 2, huh? So you got the Pfizer one, huh? Or the Moderna? He said, Scary, you do it first. Oh, man, I seen Adrian and Heat Rock twice, man. I'm going to follow these brothers, man. Shout out to Adrian and Heat Rock. We have 2 new members of the Force. What up, King? What's a picture of a couple? So I don't know if it's a sister or a brother. Adrian, you know what I mean? I see a picture of a couple. So I don't know who's who. A brother. All right, that's what's up. Aquemini. All right, y'all. Peace out. Oh, phone call. Thank you for calling Circle 7 Media. What's your name? Where you from, man?
Hendrix, man. Representing Houston, Texas. Oh, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
Man, fuck JayZ. Nah, my nigga, I fucks with JayZ. Hey, but look, Nas, though, I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of people don't give him credit for. I'm not saying he was the first to ever do this, but like as far as my generation goes, he was like one of the OGs that I first really, really noticed step away from the game, you know?
Huh.
And still be successful, you know? Like, I remember, you know, Master P doing it, but Master P, he always said he didn't need music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always said that, like, he let it be known, like, in, like, just interviews or, even he did an article. I forgot what magazine it was. I don't think this magazine is still around. But he did an article, and he was like, you know, he was showing the kids around him, people who had talents, you know, like, you know, what's his name, Silk the Shocker, and people like that you could make a way out, you know, and you have to be in the street, you know? So it's like, Nas is like the first, like, real rapper that I seen, that I was aware of, to step away from the game and, like, still be successful, you know? And it's crazy that he don't get a lot of credit for it, you know, because anybody else, you know, like, right now, I remember JayZ, he said, "Oh, I'm retired." Everybody went crazy. They was like, JayZ retired. JayZ retired. JayZ retired. JayZ retired.
It was a big deal. It was a big deal.
It was a big deal.
And then because he sold his whole album like, this is gonna be my last one. Meanwhile, he's dropped like 5 since then.
Yeah. And it was a big. Nas do the same thing. Nobody cares. So it's like, at what point are we going? I know it's art. But we're in the game now, especially where technically nobody is better than nobody else. You know, I can honestly say that. Like, especially nowadays, it's like, yeah, we can have our opinions, but if you just look at what's out here for you to get your hands on and make money with, nobody's better than anybody. You see, because you got TikTok artists going platinum.
444 is my favorite, one of my favorite albums of his.
And outselling people who got, you know, deals on tracks. You know, like outselling them. So it's like, it's not about that no more. It's not about the talent and all that. So I think JayZ is noticing that. And I'm not saying that he's selling out, but what I am saying is that I feel like he wants to sell his life for, like a company that represents him fully. Because you got to remember, Tidal, he said it was for artists. You know what I mean? That's not really for him. You know, so I feel like he's just getting rid of some assets so he can do this big project that really represents him and where he's from and his people and stuff like that. I think I said that a while back that he was going to do something big. I'm not sure what it is because I know he's managing some athletes and stuff like that. So
Yeah, he's doing a lot.
Right, he's doing a lot like with the media and stuff like that. So I don't know, like maybe Jay make a new Rockefeller. I don't know. And the only reason why I would say that is because whatever he touched still valid in the black community. Like, yeah, people might not like his music or none of that, but like, if he touched, like, say, I was looking at this video. He out on this shirt that looked pink.
Yeah.
Everybody going crazy. They like, oh man, it's a pink shirt. Then he tell the dude, he like, nah, it ain't pink. It's mauve. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no.
He
and
crazy.
it went viral.
Yeah.
It went viral, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, all he said was the color. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
right. So it's like I'm watching little things like that, and because it's the little things that make the full play. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
I think he's type of lifestyle brand. But back on Nas, his music, it's been falling off.
It has been. Yo, in terms of actual his music, I don't really like. I ain't listened to his last like couple albums. I think King's Disease or something, and I just haven't listened to it recently. You know what I mean? Like hey, but hey, I do want to say though, man, like I want to cut the show off. It's my son's birthday. I want to get home before he get to sleep and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just want to, thank you for calling in, brother. I do want to go, man. I want to tell everybody that, man. I want to see my son before he go to sleep, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Okay. So yeah, man.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the phone call. I'm gonna see y'all later, man. See y'all tomorrow. Peace, Hendrix. I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Love, man. Shout out to the force.